What would happen if the Earth ran out of oil? The first day the oil ran out, human life has not been affected. Transportation such as planes and trains are using backup emergency fuel. 3 days after running out of oil, gas prices at gas stations skyrocketed. Some flights and trains have been restricted. Direct disruptions to international trade and supply chains. Global transportation is facing tremendous challenges. A week after the oil runs out, the food in the supermarket was completely confiscated. The power system is also gradually failing. Frequent power outages began all over the country. In the cold northern hemisphere, heating will be a major challenge. People may need to burn firewood or other biomass fuels for heating. A month after the oil runs out, gas stations began to strictly limit refueling. The number of trains and airlines is decreasing. People's business travel has become extremely difficult, but new energy vehicles are being snapped up like crazy, and the selling price keeps rising. The plane ran out of oil 3 months later. Trains and other means of transportation are completely suspended. Relevant practitioners should find a way out. Manufacturing and chemical industries in various countries. The quality is not inferior due to lack of oil. The world is mired in a massive energy crisis. 6 months after the oil disappeared, people face tremendous challenges in their lives. Agricultural production has also been severely impacted. Grain production began to plummet. The food crisis is gradually exposed. Vegetarian products have become the first choice for people. A year after running out of oil, due to the severe shortage of chemical raw materials, plastic bags and cosmetics, etc., are becoming scarce and expensive. Disposable syringes and infusion tubes, it has long been unable to produce. Hospitals are full of connections. Diseases get out of hand. Poisons and bacteria are making a comeback. 10 years after running out of oil, the quality of human life has declined significantly. It seems to have returned to the era that was once backward. The GDP of all countries has long stopped. The bicycle becomes the means of transportation for most people. People began to return to the countryside to farm and eat coarse grains. 30 years after running out of oil, countries have finally realized the seriousness of the problem. Start organizing a global emergency meeting and look for scientists in related fields. Research and development of renewable energy technologies, trying to combine solar and wind energy, replace with new energy sources. 50 years after running out of oil, key components of energy conversion technology. There is hope in everyone's heart. Nations and ethnic groups are becoming more and more united, trying to save human civilization from fire and water. 100 years after running out of oil, solar energy has become the leading alternative energy source. Human life is gradually returning to normal, but the global population has dwindled to 4 billion. To prevent energy from expanding again, the sun that scientists look at is made up of. After 300 years of exhaustion, countries are launching probes near the sun, survey research data, trying to release the huge amount of hydrogen energy. Complete transfer, junk for human use. 500 years after running out of oil, scientists launch Dyson Sphere project. They are going to be around the sun, build a massive spherical structure, capture most of the sun's radiant energy. To meet the needs of long-term human development, oil runs out in 1,000 years. Project Dyson has finally succeeded. Humans will no longer worry about energy issues. Nations began to build large numbers of spaceships, settlement to other planets. Oil runs out 3,000 years later. Humans have entered a first-class civilization. The development of the solar system planet K9 has been completed. Starfleet is also ready for an expedition. Oil runs out 5,000 years later. Humans have successfully reached the nearest point and once again controlled the energy on this planet. So the oil runs out and this energy crisis. There is no threat to human survival. Humans have finally announced their official entry into interstellar civilization.